Very much. Hey, everybody, welcome today on this crummy weather day. So let's get started here. We're going to start with a little bit of a march. My number one rule is always to keep yourself safe. So be mindful of any issues you have. Don't do anything that is not good for you, for your body. So let's just march it out slowly, just pumping the arms, bringing the legs up. It's 2, 3, this is good for your core, for your balance. Here's 4, that's 5, 6, I know it feels slow. Here's 7 and 8. Now fold the arms, and 1, but that's on purpose, and 2 and 3, 4, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, fingers up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lower the elbows for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Carefully add a little twist for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to center, no twist for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fingers stay up for 1, 2, just as good as high as you can. Here's 3, don't strain anything. 4, here's 5, 6, 7, 8. Fold the arms for 1, 2, 3, 4, here's 5, 6, 7, 8. Fingers down, pump for 1, 2, 3, 4, here's 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so we're gonna breathe, specific breathing. Your hands are to the sides, palms are up. You're gonna inhale for a count of 5 and then exhale for a count of 5. Nice and smooth, not choppy. So here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more times. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just breathe normally. So palms face forward. We're going to warm up the shoulders by circling the arms. So bring the arms forward, up, and around. Squeeze the blades on the way down. And around for 2. And bring them around for 3. And 4. Going 4 more. Here's 5. And 6. 2 more. Here's 7. And 8. Now reverse. Bring them up and around for 1. And 2. And here's 3. And 4. It's 5. 6. 7. 1 more. And 8. And bring the arms down. Good. We're going to take it into a little bit of balance. Something little slightly different. We're going to be lifting your knee up and down, the right knee up and down 5 times. And on the 5th one, you're going to hold it up there for a count of 10. So make sure you're close to a chair or something to hang on to. And by all means, if you're really losing your balance, lower your foot down anytime you need to. All right, here we go. So up and down. So just bring it up, lower it down, and up for 2, and down, and 3, 2 more, and 4. So the next one, you're gonna hold it, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and bring it down. So we're gonna take that leg out to the side. Same thing, just lifting and lowering. You don't have to go high, it's just that little bit of a motion. Hold on if you need to, and ready, same pattern. So here we go, bringing it up, and down, and 2, and 3, and 4, holding this next one for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it down. Okay, so let's try the same thing on the other side. Remember, we're not symmetrical. One side's always a little better than the other, so we'll find out which side is your better side. So lifting that left knee up 5 times, so bring it up and down, and 2, and 3, and this is not my best side, and 4, bring it up and hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and take it down. Okay, so to the side now, the same thing. Doesn't have to be high. So here we go with a lift, lower down, and 2, and 3, and 4. This one we're gonna hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it down. All right. So we're going to just try a little bit of a lift and a lower behind you. So bringing that right foot back. You don't have to lift high. Make sure that you're not lifting to the point where you're feeling anything in your lower back. In fact, you can just lift your toes up and down. So ready, here we go, with a little bit of a lift, and lower, and 2, and 3, and 4. So we're gonna hold this one for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it down. And let's take it to the other side, same thing. All right, here we go with a little bit of a lift, and lower, and 2, and 3, and 4. Good, hold this one for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it down. Okay. So we would like to challenge our balance in different positions, where your weight now is coming over to the side here. So now your body has to compensate. Now your weight is forward, you have to compensate. Then the weight is back and you have to compensate. So maybe in the future, we'll do something where you go forward, side, and back, and up, and just challenge yourself with little balance games. Because in life, you're moving, and that's where you lose your balance. So really, really important to test and practice your balance every day. Okay, so we're gonna take it into a little bit of some floppy arms. We wanna kind of warm up that spine by letting our arms just swing side to side. Just move your spine to whatever level is good for you. Don't overdo it. So here we go. We're just flopping around. And here's 2. We're gonna count to 8. And 3. A little bit of a spine twist. And 4. 4 more counts. Here's 5. And 6. Here's 7. And 8. So now we're just gonna swing our arms forward and back. And then when I let you know, we're going to bring that right arm to touch your opposite shoulders. So we're just gonna start with the swing first, and then I'll cue you in. So here we go, just bring the arms forward and let them fly back. Good, and 2. We'll count for 5, and 3, and 4, and 5. So now you're going to alternate. So switch them over and back, and recross, and back. And here's 2, and release, and other side. 2 more sets. Here's 3. And other side, 1 more on each side. Here's 4. And last one, and bringing it down. Okay. So we're going to loosen up our hips a little bit by placing your right foot toes lightly on the floor. We're just going to open out to the side and back, almost like a windshield wiper. So here we go. Just open it to the side and back. And we used to call it crushing a bug. And 3, but maybe this is better. And 4. And 5. 3 more counts. Here's 6. And 7. And 8. Good. From here, let's make little circles. So take that right knee to the left and around. So bring it around for 1. You don't have to be big. And 2. We'll go 5 in each direction. Here's 3. And 4. And 5. Now change your direction. Out and around for 1. And 2. Here's 3. And 4. And 5. All right, let's take it to the other leg. So toes are lightly on the floor. And just let that knee fall into the right. And 2. And 3. And 4. Here's 5. And 6. 7. And 8. All right, take that left knee, bring it to the right, circle it around for 1. And 2. 5 in each direction. Here's 3. And 4. And 5. Now change your direction. Out and around for 1. And 2. Here's 3. 4. And 5. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit hip circles. So make sure your feet are about hip distance apart. If they're too close together, it'll throw you off balance, get a little bit of stable foundation here. By bringing your hips to the left and around 5 times in each direction. So take it to the left and around for 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Now switch directions, bring it around for 1. 2. 3. And 4. And 5. All right, we're going to take it into a little bit of a cat-cow. I'm turning sideways so that you can see. So you can either place your hands on your thighs and flatten out the back and then curl it, or down on the chair, on the top of the chair. Again, whatever gives you the most stable positioning. So in this position, I'm lifting the chest, lifting the tail, and now tuck everything in, chin into the neck, look down towards your feet. And now lift the chest, lift the tail. And now tuck everything, look down towards the floor. Let's go for 3 more times. Chest up, tail up, and tuck everything down. And again, chest up, tail up, and tuck. One last time, chest up, tail up, and tuck. And now from here, just slowly roll yourself all the way up and from the arms down. So we're going to bring our shoulders up towards our ears, then bring them back and lower them down. 2 more times. Bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Reach them back, lower down. Let's go 1 more time. All the way up, reach back, and bring it down. And from here, we're just going to be looking to the right and looking to the left. Try not to let your whole body swing with it, and be ready to hold on. And if you feel dizzy at all or vertigo or anything from that, just stop the movement. We're only going to go 4 times. So look all the way to the right and to the left. So we're not holding anything. Over to the right again and to the left. Take it to the right and left. 1 more time in each direction, to the right and to the left, and look straight ahead. We're going to do the same thing by lowering the ear, just bringing the head side to side. So here we go again, bringing it right and left, like your head is a pendulum, and 2, and other side, and 3, and other side, 1 more each direction, and 4, and other side, and bringing it up nice and tall. All right, that particular set of movements, you should practice looking in the mirror. So a lot of times people think that you're totally bringing your head to the side, but sometimes you're tilting. And instead of bringing it to the side like that, you may be tilting down. So it's good to move the head in all directions, but be aware of which way you are moving it. So now we're just gonna look all the way down to the floor. And then bring your head up straight, eyes to the ceiling, but don't bring your head too far back. And now lower the chin all the way down, look to the floor, and lift your head up a little bit more than level. Let's go 2 more times, all the way down. And all the way up. Last time, taking it all the way down. And all the way up. And level position. So we're just going to roll our chin across our chest about 3 times. So look all the way over the right, and you're going to go back and forth. So take it from the right to the left, take it from the left to the right, right to the left, left to right. 1 more time like that, right to left, left to right, and look back to the center. Now look over to the left. Let's do the same thing. Drop your chin, taking it left to right, and bring it back right to left. And again, left to right, right to left. 1 last time, left to right, and right to left, and look back to the center. Okay, we're going to take it into kind of a rendition of a glider. We've done these before by placing your right foot in front of the left lightly on the floor, bringing your hands near your chest, or put yourself hands anywhere that's good for you. And as you slide that leg back, you're going to open out to the sides. If you need to hang on, then you can certainly do it with 1 arm if balance is an issue. So here we go, just sliding the arm away. Open up the chest, slide it back. Bring it for 2, and back. We'll go for 2 more. Open it up for 3, and back. Last one. Here's 4, and back. Feet are parallel, hands are down. Let's take it into our little bit of a chair sit. So taking it slightly down, raise the arms forward. Right leg out to the right, open both arms out. Slide it back in, bring yourself up. Taking it down for 2, open it out to the side, back to the center, and down for 3, to the side, center, and up. 1 last one, take it for 4, to the side, center, and up. So now your palms face forward, step that right foot back a couple of inches. That's your starting point. So now step back a little bit more as you curl the arms. Press your heel to the floor. And now come back to your starting point, but not all the way even with the other foot. Tap it back. Press the heel to the floor. Stretch that calf. Bring it back. 2 more times. Taking it back. And forward 1 last time. Taking it back. And bring your foot all the way there. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So again, place your hands in that position. If you need to go on the other side of your chair for safety, then go do so. So here we go. Open arms out to the side as you glide that foot back. Bring it in front. Take it back for 2. And in front. And 3. 1 more. And 4. Bring it back. And feet are parallel. Take it into your chair position. So slowly sit it down. Take it out to the side, both arms out to the side. Bring it back in. And up. Good. Taking it down. Out to the side. back to the center, and up 2 more, lower down, to the side, center, and up, last one, here's 4, to the side, center, and up. Now face your palms forward. Step that left foot back a few inches. That's your starting position. And now step back a little more as you curl. Press your heel to the floor. Get that stretch. Come back to your starting position. Step it back. Press the heel down for 2. And back 2 more. Step it down for 3. And back, last one. Step it back for 4. And bring it back. Okay, good job. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a roll down. Now, whether you roll down just to this position with the hands at the thighs, whether you roll down with your hands to the chair, or whether you roll down towards the floor, again, do what you've been doing all along. We're going to take it into a roll down. We're going to be inhaling up and then rolling down. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see. I'm going to roll all the way down. You do what is safest for you. So take a nice deep inhale up. Exhale as you just cascade over, either to the chair, your thighs, or the floor. Knees are soft. Breathe normally. And now slowly roll yourself up. The arms come up front and then they come down the sides. 2 more times. Take a nice deep inhale all the way up. Exhale, roll yourself down. Breathe normally. And if I ever forget to say breathe normally, you know to do so. And now slowly just roll yourself up. Arms come front, bringing the arms all the way out to the side. So never hold your breath. Breathe when you need to. Nice deep inhale up again. Exhale, take it over. Breathing normally, hold that position. And slowly roll it all the way up, bringing the arms out to the sides. And good job with that. So we're taking it into a little bit of a, what's called a bird dog. Easiest way to do it would be just reaching opposite arm back, opposite arm back. You can even reach to the back of your chair like this and this. You can bring it down in this position and just slide the leg out, or taking it even lower to your chair and reaching and lifting if you want, and lifting. So don't do, if you were looking at me saying, oh my gosh, I can't do that, well, don't do the things you can't do. So even if you're just sliding your leg out like this, sliding it back, it's just the opposite arm, opposite leg. So you're going to be bringing the right leg back, the left arm up. Whether you lift, again, is totally up to you. So right leg, left arm, just reach or lift if you can. Bring it back and go to the other side with a reach. And bring it back in. And switch with a reach. Almost like a little march. And reach. We're going to go 1 more each side. Reach it out. Bring it back in. Last time, other side, reach it out. Bring it back in and bring yourself up. Typically that's done on the floor, on your hands and knees, reaching opposite arm out, opposite leg out. So these are just modifications for different movements that we do. So we're gonna take it into stretch using the back of the chair, stretching the front of the leg, stretching into the hip area. And then we'll be seated in a while for some of our deeper stretches. So bringing your right leg back. Body still up nice and tall. Gently push that right hip forward. Feel that little bit of a stretch here, a little bit of tension. Feeling it in the front of the leg as well. And if you don't have knee issues, or if you've done these before with no consequences, then try bending your knees a little bit, softening them, and still pushing that hip forward for a little bit of a deeper stretch. We're going to hold this a little bit. Ideally, we should be holding the stretches to improve our flexibility, 30 to 60 seconds. And now if you did bend your knees a bit, straighten your legs out. Press your back heel down to the floor, feeling that stretch in the calf, holding that position. Now try to keep your hips square to your chair or forward. And we're gonna fold the body in half. It's called hinging. We're gonna hinge at the hips, keeping the upper body as straight as you can. Kind of aiming your forehead or nose to the back of your chair, but keep your back flat as you slowly come down. The chair is supporting you. You're gonna start feeling the stretch in the back of your front leg. Try to keep your back or get your back as parallel to the floor as you can, like you're a table. But don't ever force or strain anything. And now slowly just bring yourself up. And we're gonna switch legs. Did you feel the stretch in the back of that front leg? Okay, good. All right, so now let's step back with the other leg. Nice wide step back. Your legs are in that triangle position. Slightly push your left hip forward, feeling the stretch in the hip area. And if this is enough for you, stay here, that's fine. If you're able to bend the knees slightly, then do so, whatever you did on one side. Still pushing that hip forward, feeling that stretch intensify. Make sure you don't feel anything crazy or weird with your knees. You know your body's better than anyone, so you know what you're feeling. And if something doesn't feel right, immediately trust your instincts. All right, so let's straighten out the legs. Press that heel back to the floor. Feel the stretch in the calf area, holding that position. And like we did on the other side, you're gonna hinge at the hips. Keep your back flat as you can. Feeling that stretch deepen in the back of your front leg. And slowly bring yourself back up. And bring the feet together. So before we sit, I know I said we'll sit after this, but there's one more standing one that you get a little bit of a better stretch or a deeper stretch while you're standing. So if you can, just bring your arms in that goalpost position. We're gonna do some side bends with this. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. Bend to your right, lowering the right arm down. Look up towards that left hand. Feel that stretch in the ribs on that left side. Slowly bring yourself back up. Lower both elbows back to where you are. Same thing on the other side now. Bring it up. Side bend over to the left. Looking up to the right hand as that left hand reaches to the floor. Slowly bring yourself all the way back up. Lower the elbows down. Taking it back to the other side, all the way up, side bend to the right. Looking up to the left. Slowly come all the way back up. Lower your elbows down. Reach it up again. Over to the left, look up to the right. And come all the way back up. And bring the arms down. All right, so we're gonna have a seat. I'm gonna take a sip. Important also to keep your body hydrated. It's good for your muscles, especially when you're stretching. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of combinations, a little bit of the arms out to the side. Bring your legs out nice and wide. Taking it side to side, resting your forearm on your thigh. And then after the fifth one, we're gonna hold the position a little deeper. So take it all the way over to the right, rest the right forearm on that right thigh, looking up towards the ceiling, slowly coming back out of it. So we're not staying there very long. Take it over to the other side and reach and look up. And bring it back up and over. Reaching up. And take it to the other side. Reaching up. And take it back over. We'll hold it when we get to the fourth one. This is number 3. Bringing yourself all the way back up, other side. So the next one, when you come up, reach it up and over, hold the position. From here, if you can lower that right arm either in front of the right leg or behind it, or keep it where it was. So you don't have to move it at all, but if you want that deeper stretch and you're not straining anything, you can reach down towards the floor a little bit more. And bring yourself all the way back up to the other side, where we're gonna hold that first with the arm on the thigh. And then your decision, if you want to lower that arm either in front or behind or not at all. And bringing yourself all the way back up and bringing the arms down. So we're going to be bringing our right leg out to the side. If you can, without straining anything, have your foot facing forward. If that's going to strain anything, then have it facing out to the side. And your left leg, the foot is facing forward. You're going to bring your arms out to the side, and we're going to take it all the way over to the left, reaching down towards the floor, or stop at your thigh if you need to. Come all the way back up and taking it over. Now, don't put any weight or pressure on that leg, but just reach as far as you can. One more time each side. So taking it over to the left, reaching down towards the floor. Holding that position. So we're holding things a little bit longer now. And slowly come back up. Reaching over to the other side. And again, just staying there a little bit longer. And coming all the way back up, lowering the arms down. So doing that same thing now on the other side. So you're bringing that right leg in a little bit and that left leg, taking it out. So that left leg is a little straighter, bringing the arms out. Let's take it to the right first this time. So take it over, reach it up, slightly hold that position. And slowly come all the way back up over to the other side. Again, don't put any pressure on that straight leg. And bring it all the way back to the right for our last time, over to the right. Reaching it up. And up and over to the left. And reach and hold. And bring yourself all the way back up, lowering the arms down, bringing those legs in a little bit. So we're going to bring that right foot out with the heel on the floor. The toes are up towards the ceiling. The leg is straight. Now make sure that you don't put any pressure or weight on that extended leg. You may feel enough of a stretch just in this position. If you want a deeper stretch, keep your upper body fairly flat, just lean towards that leg. You can also try reaching towards your toes, reach towards the floor, whatever works for you. If you need a little stability, you can keep your left hand on that left thigh so that you don't strain anything. And to safely come up, you can use your left hand on that left thigh to help that body come up so that you don't put any weight on the extended leg. We're going to take it to what's called a figure 4 stretch. You've heard that term many times before. Either crossing that ankle on top of the ankle or bring the ankle up on top of the thigh, if that works for you. And now in this position, put a little bit of pressure on that inner thigh if you don't have any hip issues or if you've done this before with me. And then just lean forward a little bit. You'll feel that stretch in the outer hip area. We're gonna take it one step farther. You don't have to stay right here if this is fine for you, but just reaching your hands up and over that shin, reaching down. If this is not good for you, stay where you were. This is kind of like a yoga rag doll where you're just kind of hanging there, getting a little bit of a deeper stretch. And if you did choose that deeper stretch, you can try placing your hands on your leg to slowly bring your body up so that you're not straining your back. And now from here, you can take the left hand in the center of the right thigh. Use that leg for leverage as you push against it and twist as far as you can. And then slowly bring yourself back to the center. You're going to rotate your ankle 5 times, very big, very slow, all the way around. That's 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Here's 4 and 5. Reverse your direction around for 1, 2. Here's 3, 4, and 5. Having flexible, strong ankles will also help with the prevention of falls. If your ankle is so rigid and you misstep on a crack in the sidewalk, you're going to go over. But if your ankle is flexible, you'll go with it. So it's so important to have your ankles strong and also be flexible so that you can, and training with your balance as well. You can bring that leg down. Let's take it to the other leg now. So now you're going to take that left leg down with the heel on the floor, goes up to the ceiling. Just putting your leg in this position is stretching it a little bit. This might be enough for some of you. Keeping your back flat, leaning forward, deepens that stretch a little bit. Reaching towards your toes, reaching towards the floor. Little bit of a deeper stretch. And now to safely come up, try placing that right hand on that right thigh to bring you up so that you're not straining your back. And now in this position, we're going to take it to our figure 4 stretch, crossing the ankle either on the ankle or bringing it up on top of the thigh like we did on the other side. Applying gentle pressure on that inner thigh. Be mindful if you have hip issues. Flat back as you're leaning forward. And reaching it one step over if you can, like you did on the other side. And if you did bring your arms way over, place your hands on your leg, your thigh, your calf, whatever's reachable to help your body come all the way up. Now we're going to rotate. Actually, before we rotate the ankle, just place your hand in the thigh. Use that leg for leverage, twisting as far as you can. And slowly coming back to the center. And you're going to rotate your ankle as big and slow as you can, bringing it all the way around. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse the direction, bring it around for 1, and 2. There's 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a stretch that does the top of the thighs and the hips, similar to what we did while we were standing up. So come into the position very gingerly. We're going to just bring your right leg across the chair, bring that left leg back. Now, if you want to just drop it down like this, that's fine if you're able to straighten it out. So if anything doesn't feel right, get out of the position. And now in this position here, you should feel a stretch in the front of the thigh into the hip. Now for a little bit of a different or deeper stretch, the hand that's closest to the back of your chair, if you're all in the direction I am in, your right hand is kind of holding onto the back of the chair. The left arm is going to come up and over. You're going to bend towards the chair, reaching as far as you can. And slowly come all the way back up, bringing the arm down. We're going to turn now in the other direction. Now bringing that right leg back as far as is safe for you. And if something doesn't feel right, get out of the position, listen to your body. And then you can tell me later if you absolutely hated this position and tell me never to do it again. All right, so in this position, you're going to take that right hand now, bringing yourself all the way up and over towards the back of your chair. Holding that position. And slowly come all the way back up. And safely, carefully bring yourself facing forward. So we did a little bit of stretching and warming up our neck while we were standing. We went side to side. We didn't hold anything very, very long. So we're going to hold things a little bit longer now. We're just going to look as far to the right as we can without forcing anything, without twisting your body. So try to get your chin lined up as close to your shoulder as you can without forcing. Holding that position. And now while you're here, you're going to gently lower your chin towards the collarbone, looking down towards the floor. Now be mindful when you do a different movement, where you're feeling it. And now bring your head up to that level position and look straight ahead. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So turn to the left as far as you can, look all the way over that left shoulder, try not to twist your body, hold that position. And then slowly lower your chin towards the collarbone, looking down towards the floor. Lifting the chin back up to the level position, looking straight ahead. And you're going to slightly lower your right ear to the right shoulder, keeping your head still facing forward. Try not to let that chin fall. And now from here, just reach your left arm out to the side. Your palm is facing down. Now slowly flex your fingers up towards the ceiling. Slowly bring them down. Again, don't go past the point of mild tension. Slowly bring them up. And down. One more time, bring it up. And down. Lowering the arm. Now here's optional. If you've done this before, you can try taking the right fingertips at the left temple. If you have neck issues and that's not good for you, then don't do that. So we've done these before. Again, opt out if you need to. Now try taking that left hand behind your back and holding that position. And if the hand is behind the back, release the hand behind the back. If your hand's at your hip, release that hand, slowly bring your head up. And now lower the left ear to the left shoulder, hold that position, bringing that right hand out to the side. Slowly flex the fingers up to the ceiling. Slowly lower the fingers to the floor. 2 more times, flex them up. Lower them down, 1 more time. Flex them up. Lower them down. And neutral position, just lowering that hand a little bit. And now if you are able to, you're taking the left fingertips at that right temple. Gentle pressure, bringing that right hand behind your back. Holding that position. And if the hand's behind the back, release that hand. If your hand's at your head, release that. Slowly bring your head up. And now lower your chin towards your neck, just looking down towards the floor between your feet. For a deeper stretch, you can try taking just one hand with very light pressure. Dropping your chin a little farther. And then releasing that hand, slowly bringing your head up. And I'm gonna take a sip of water. I talk a lot, my throat gets dry, and then I will cough nonstop. So we're bringing our hands out to the sides. We're gonna take a nice deep inhale up, prayer hands touch overhead. Exhale, come to the center of your chest. And then breathe normally. And now you're gonna slowly rotate your fingertips forward towards me. Stretching a little bit of the wrists and the forearms. Come all the way up and over towards yourself. It's a little more awkward, so don't force that position. Listen to your body. Bringing the fingertips facing the ceiling, interlace your fingers. Turn your palms towards me, slowly reach out, feeling the stretch in the hands. Keeping your palms facing me, bring your knuckles towards your chest if you can. And now bring the palms up to the ceiling. If that bothers you, then bring the knuckles to the ceiling, all the way up. Taking it slightly over to the right. You don't have to go far. And slightly up and over towards the left. Up to the center. And now just bring your arms down. So we're going to bring the arms forward again. We're going to take a nice deep inhale this time that palms don't touch overhead. So inhale up. Turn the palms away, exhale down. Breathe normally, reach back, open up the chest. Reach for the back of your chair if you can, leaning forward slightly, or just reach the hands back. And if you're able to, you can try interlacing your fingers behind your back, reaching the knuckles towards your seat. If that puts any pressure on the shoulders, then just reach back. Don't worry about interlacing the fingers. We're just opening up the chest. And now release the hands, keep them back a little bit. You're going to float the arms forward with the right hand higher than the left, reaching for your opposite shoulders, giving yourself a hug. We did that very quickly when we were standing. Now we're going to hold it a little bit longer. Slowly lower your chin if you can. Lift the elbows. And if you did lift the elbows, lower the elbows. And if you lowered the chin, lift the chin. Release the hands, reach back. And now this time when you float the arms forward, the left arm is higher than the right. You're recrossing the arms, reaching for your opposite shoulders. Giving yourself a hug, lowering the chin, lifting the elbow if that works for you. And if you lifted the elbows, lower them down. And if you lowered the chin, lift it up and release the arms. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a deeper stretch, deeper shoulder, deeper wrist stretch by bringing that right arm out to the side. Slowly come to the center. The left hand is palm up. Reach for your forearm and just guide that straight arm across your chest. And you can take it right into your deeper stretch if you like by sliding that left arm straight underneath the right and just grabbing that right arm with that left arm. If that's too much for you, then just keep your hand on the forearm and don't worry about bringing it all the way in. So hold that position. It's a much deeper shoulder stretch, but make sure you're not straining anything. And then release the arm with that palm up. Bring your hand underneath the upper arm. Bend at the elbow. Now you could stay here if you're getting enough of a stretch. Otherwise, you could guide that elbow up towards the ceiling for a deeper stretch. Even deeper is bringing the arm all the way up and over, but if you feel like a pretzel, then bring the arm down, don't come all the way up. Otherwise, you're not getting any benefit. It's better to keep your hand here if you're struggling to bring it up here. And then just releasing that arm, let that right hand say stop. Left hand gently pulls the fingers back. Holding that position. We're going to release our fingers one at a time, starting with the pinky to get a deeper stretch in the individual fingers. So just release your pinky. Then release the ring finger. Release the middle finger. And release the pointer. All right. So we are going to take it with that left arm out to the side. Slowly come to the center. Right arm is crossing over. Sliding that arm. Bringing it in. For that deeper stretch. Holding that position. And now releasing the arm, reaching it out front. Sliding to that upper arm. Slowly bending at the elbow. You can stay here if this is a deep enough stretch, or guide that elbow up towards the ceiling. Again, don't strain or struggle to stretch, then it's kind of defeating the purpose. And for an even deeper stretch, if your body allows, you can take that right arm all the way up and open up the chest. And then releasing that arm. Letting that hand say stop. Gently bringing the fingers back. Holding that position. And slowly releasing one finger at a time. Releasing the pinky. Releasing the ring finger. Releasing the middle finger. And releasing the hand. So we're going to take those wrist stretches to a step farther by just bringing your palm up. Gently bringing all your fingers down. Holding that position. And releasing the hand, let it just flop over. Gentle pressure on the back for a counter stretch. And now the other side with the palm up. Bringing the fingers down. Different level of stretch. Releasing the hand, letting it flop over. Gentle pressure on the back of the hand. And we're going to slowly bring our right knee, and we're going to do a knee hug in. So the hug can mean just holding the back of your thigh and just leaning forward a little bit. Or if your body allows, the hug can be hugging that whole leg in towards your chest. So do what is safest for you. So bring that right knee in any way you can, either under the thigh or holding that position, tucking your chin, keeping that little curve. And if you want to add a little bit of a movement to it, you can rock yourself forward a little bit and then rock yourself back, only if it feels okay for you. And again, rocking yourself forward, rocking yourself back. One last time, rock it forward, rock it back. And release that leg. Taking it to the other side. Again, whatever you did on one side, try on the other, either under the thigh or just bring that whole knee into your chest with a nice big hug. Tucking your chin. And you can certainly just stay here, but if you did rock a little bit on the other side, then try it on this side, just rocking yourself forward a little bit. And rocking yourself back. And rock forward. And back. We're gonna go for 2 more times. Rocking forward. And back 1 more time. Rocking forward. And back. And releasing the leg. We're taking it into a little bit of a side bend. So you're just going to lower your right fingers towards the floor. I would take it in a little bit of a wider stance, a little bit more stability. The closer your feet are, the more off balance you'll be. So you're just gonna reach down towards the floor, just to the level that is right for you. Get that stretch. Imagine there's a $500 bill there that you wanna reach for. It's always a good incentive. And slowly bring yourself back up. And reach all the way over to the other side. And bring yourself up. And we're just gonna roll it down. Getting a little stretch in that lower back. And slowly roll yourself back up. So we're gonna bring those feet a little closer together, bringing the palms out to the side. And we're gonna take an inhale. As we inhale, you're gonna lift the heels, lift the hands, and your eyes are gonna look up to the ceiling. So inhale, everything comes up, the hands, the heels, eyes look up to the ceilings. Turn your palms away, lower the hands, lower the heels, the eyes look down to the floor as you exhale. And 2 more times, inhale up, hands up, heels up, eyes up. Exhale, lower everything down. And here's our last one. Inhale, everything comes up. And exhale, and everything comes down. All right, I want to thank you so much for joining me. And reminder, registration is next Thursday. And then hopefully we'll see you all back here in May. Okay.